Good morning, everyone. Today I will be discussing with you the numerical part of sequencing problem. This is the first topic of Unit 4, sequencing problem. Here we are going to study only one rule, that is Johnson's rule for sequencing. Okay. Now before starting, I am sharing with you the meaning of it, the basic meaning. It is a problem-solving technique used to find the proper sequence or order of a particular project or job, which will help business or business organizations to have proper control over the production. That means you're going to choose a sequence of the job in which they would be performed so that the total overall production cost is minimum. So you have to select the proper sequence which will reduce the total time to complete a job, and also it will reduce the ideal time. Ideal time means free time between the process of completing the job. These we are going to see with the help of the numerical. Okay, now this is the numerical. First I'm discussing with you the case of where there would be only two machines. Okay, so solve the following sequencing problem using Johnson's algorithm method and find out total run time and total elapsed time, that's same, and total idle time. Okay, so this is the question. There are various jobs given A, B, C, D, E, and machine 1 time in hours. This shows that in this hours, the machine 1 will be completing the job, and machine 2, these are the hours in which machine 2 would be completing these jobs. Just copy the question very nicely. Okay, now we are moving towards the solution. Okay, so solution. Now, first of all, this is something very important to be noted, that there is no job priority. Like we have, there is no written priority that we have to start with job A only. Okay, we have to find the sequence in which we will start processing the job. Now we will copy the question again. As you see, I have copied the question again. I have written jobs and then machine 1 time in hours, machine 2 time in hours. Okay, now what we have to do, just make this, we have to put sequence. Okay, just sequence and write machine 1 and machine 2. Okay, for machine 2, just leave two lines and draw a reverse arrow, and this arrow, like whatever we are going to write here jobs, we would be start writing from right to our left. I'll start here writing and go to left. For machine 1, if you're writing any job here, okay, then we would be start writing from left to right. Here, from here to here we'll go. Okay, now what we have to write, we'll see this. Okay, first we are going to start with the, just see here in this time in hours, both machine 1 and machine 2. First find the least number, least time. So least time you can see here is 1. Just put a line. Okay, so 1 hour is taken by machine 2 to complete which job? C job. Okay, so we are going to write here one hour is taken by machine 2 to complete C job. Okay, so this is the least, so I'm going to write here machine 2. Machine 2, if you are writing any job, we have to start from right to left. So I'm going to write here C. Okay, you can see I've written here C. Now I would be drawing a bar here. Okay, next, so after writing C, I'm just going to cancel this so we are not getting confused while selecting the other. Okay, now next least number or least time is 2. Okay, so again 2 hours is taken by machine 2 for completing which job? A job. Okay, so again just put a bar here and just cancel this so you are not taking it again. So machine 2 again would do A job. So for machine 2, it is clearly written that we are going to start from right to left. So see, I have written now. From here I am going to write A. Okay, see, I have written in A. Okay, now I will be choosing another least. Our least now you can say number is 3, which is here also and here also. So there is no priority. You can choose anything, but here it is 3 this first. So I'm choosing this one. This 3 is in machine 1. Okay, so machine 1 is doing job B in 3 hours. So just bar and just cancel this entire, so you're not choosing it again. So machine 1 job B. So if you're going to write any job in machine 1, you have to start from left to right. So I'm going to write B here. If I'm going to write any job, I'll write here now next. Okay, now next least number is, you can see 3, of course. So I'm going to just choose this 3. Okay, now I've chosen this 3, you can see. So again I'm going to cut this entire line so we are not getting confused again. This 3 is like 3 hours taken by machine 2 to complete job D. So machine job D would be in machine 2. So machine 2, again D we have to write from right to left. So now I'm moving this. Now I'm going to write D here, as you can see. Okay, now we are left with only 2 values. The least number is, again, compare between 8 and 5, it is 5. So I'm just put a line 5 and we'll just cancel this. Again, it is machine 2 is doing the job E in 5 hours. Okay, so again I'm going to write here E. Okay, as you can see, I have moved here from right to left and here from left to right. Okay, so now I have got this, you can see, have a look, or everything is cancelled. Now I've got this sequence. Okay, so this sequence is B. First we will perform B job, then E job, then D job, then A job, and then C job. And I have written it clearly also. Now after finding the above, the sequence, we will write the sequence B, as you can see, B, E, D, A, and C. Okay, next have a look also the entire. Now next I'm be proceeding in next video. Okay, now this the question is continued here. Now we will find the in and out time. Okay, in time means the starting time, okay, and out time means the ending time. That means time at which a machine will start doing the job and the time at which the machine will end with the specific job. Okay, so first machine 1. Machine 1 would always start with 0. Okay, as I've written here. Okay, now out time you are going to see with the help of the question. Now turning the page, see the question. Machine B completed the I'm so sorry. Machine 1 completed the job B in 3 hours. So out time is 3 hours. Okay, now you can see here. Now so I'm going to just write here 3. Okay, now after writing this 3 hours, okay, so it took 3 hours. Now we will move to machine 2. Just make it a point in your notebook that only a job will move to machine 2 once it is done or processed in machine 1. Okay, so when job B was being processed, या उसमें काम चल रहा था, job B चल रही थी machine 1 पे, okay, तब तक machine 2 खाली थी. ओके, मशीन 2 को स्टार्ट करके हमने छोड़ दिया था. इट वॉज टोटली डूइंग नथिंग. सो इसका इन टाइम स्टार्टिंग टाइम 0 से नहीं होगा. दिस वुड स्टार्ट फ्रॉम 3 hours because till 3 hours it was sitting idle. It has nothing to do. Okay, so once job B was completed in machine 1, it has processed it, ended it, so then it transferred it to machine 2. So machine 2 का end time is 3 hours. Till 3 hours machine 2 was sitting idle. Okay, now how much time machine 2 took to complete this B job? This we are going to see from the question. See, it took 9 hours. Okay, so as you can see in the question, machine 2 completed job B in 9 hours. Okay, so now 3 hours it started, so 3 plus 9, that is 12. Okay, you want, if you can write here also, 3 plus 9. Now this 3 I have taken it from here and 9 from the question. So 3 plus 9 is 12. At 12 hours it completed the job. Now let's come to E job. Okay, so E job, you can see here clearly, machine 1 completed the job B in 3 hours. So now it is free. Machine 1 is free. So from 3 hours it started job E. So I'm going to write here 3. This 3 is being taken from here. Okay, this draw an arrow if you want. Okay, so it started like machine 1 completed job B. After 3 hours it is idle. Now जैसे ही उसने खत्म किया job B, it started with job E. So in time for job E is 3 hours dash. Now how much time machine 1 took to complete job E? This we are going to take it from the question. It took 8 hours. Okay, so 8 hours, that means 8 plus 3, that is 11. In 11 hours it completed the job. 3 plus 8. This 3 I have taken it from here and 8 I have taken it from the question. So 8 plus 3 is 11. In 11 hours it completed the job. Now something very important here, just note it down. So this you can see here. Here I have written 3 to 3, okay, but here I'm not going to write 11. Why I'm not going to write here 11? Because just see here, machine 2 has taken 12 hours to complete the job. Okay, so जब भी यहाँ पे ई जॉब मशीन 1 ने कंप्लीट कर ली 11 पे, तो उसने उसको ई जॉब दे तो दी, लेकिन ये मशीन 2 तो अभी बिजी है और क्या जॉब कर रही है? जॉब B कर रही है. ओके, सो दिस मशीन इज बिजी. दिस मशीन 2 कैन डू और टेक द जॉब E ओनली आफ्टर इट फिनिशेस जॉब B. बीच में इसे जॉब को छोड़ करके इस जॉब को नहीं ले सकती है. तो यहाँ पे आप देख सकते हैं ये तो 11 आवर्स पे ख़त्म हो गया जॉब ई मशीन 1 का, तो ये 11 पे इसको दे दिया इसने, लेकिन ये मशीन तो अभी बिजी है बिकॉज दिस इज मोर टाइम. मशीन 2 हैज़ टेकन 12 आवर्स टू कंप्लीट जॉब बी. तो जब ये ख़त्म कर लेगी तभी ये जॉब ई लेगी. ओके, सो हियर आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू राइट दिस हियर बट आई विल राइट दिस 12. ओके, सो दिस 12 आई एम गोइंग टू राइट हियर. सो मशीन 2 का स्टार्टिंग टाइम क्या है आपका? दिस 12. वंस इट कंप्लीटेड जॉब बी, नाउ इट इज रेडी टू डू द जॉब ई. एंड यू हैव टू ऑल्सो सी दैट जॉब machine 2 can do job E only and only when it is completed by machine 1. So machine 1 has already completed job E. Now after 12 hours machine 2 is also free, so it has taken job E. Now I have written 12 here. This 12 has come from here, and I hope you understood why I am writing this 12. Okay, एक बार मैं फिर से explain कर दे रही हूँ. I am writing this 12 here because machine 2 was doing job B and it took more time. In this, machine 1 completed it in 11 hours. So machine 1 transferred the job E to machine 2. But here machine 2 was not free as it was doing this job. So once machine 2 got free after 12 hours of completing job B, it took this job E in 12 hours. Okay, now we will see from behind how much time it took to complete job E. You can see it took 5 hours. So here 12 plus 5 is 17. Okay, you can write here 12 plus 5. 12 this plus 5 from a question I've taken. Now let's come to this D job. 11. So machine 1 completed its E job in 11 hours. So the moment it completed, it can start with job D. 11 I have written here. Okay, in time. Now we will see machine 1 in how much time. This 11 is coming from here. Okay, so the moment machine 1 completed E job, it took another job, that is job D. So from 11 start किया, डैश कितने पे ख़त्म किया D job machine 1 ने? D job machine 1 ने ख़त्म किया 7 hours में. So 11 plus 7 that is 18. 11 plus 7, and this 11 I've taken from here and 7 from question. Okay, now again see, now here after completing this e-job, machine 2 completed this e-job in 17 hours. Okay, but now after completing it is free, it can take job D, but you can see here machine 1 is already doing this job in 18 hours. So in between you cannot leave machine 1 and transfer the job D to machine 2 because it is free. You cannot do this. So here 1 hour machine 1 can sit idle. So even if it is completed in 17 hours, still you can see it cannot start doing job D because machine 1 is taking 18 hours to do job D. तो जब ये ख़त्म करेगी मशीन 1 अपना जॉब, तभी वो इसके पास जा सकता है. ठीक है, तो अब यहाँ पे हम 17 नहीं लिखेंगे. और 17 हम क्यों नहीं लिख रहे हैं यहाँ पे? क्योंकि यहाँ पे आप तब तक नहीं स्टार्ट कर, आप एक जॉब को मशीन 2 पे भेज सकते हो जब तक वो मशीन 1 पे ख़त्म नहीं हो जाता. यहाँ पे मशीन 1 कितना टाइम ले रहा है डी जॉब को ख़त्म करने के लिए? 18. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे अब हम मशीन 2 जब ये ख़त्म हो जाएगा मशीन 1, सो आई एम गोइंग टू राइट हियर 18. Okay, now don't write this 17 here because this machine, although it is free now, but it cannot start, machine 2 cannot start with job D until and unless machine 1 has finished working on job D. Okay, so in 18 machine 1 completed job D, so it's transferred to this. This 18 is coming from here. Okay, 18. Now how much time machine 2 took to complete the job? कितना समय लगा मशीन 2 को ये जॉब डी खत्म करने में? ये अब हम क्वेश्चन से देखेंगे. 3 hours. Okay, so 18 plus 3 is 21. So this is 18 plus 3. 18 I've taken it here, 3 from question, 21 hours. Okay, now again come to job A. This, as machine 1 got finished with D job in 18 hours, so it will start with job A in 18 hours. Okay, 18 dash. How much time it machine 1 completed job A? Out time कितना है ये हम इसमें देखेंगे. 4 hours. Okay, so 18 plus 4 is 22. ये 18 मैंने यहाँ से लिया और 4 पीछे क्वेश्चन से लिया. सो 22 आवर्स में ख़त्म कर लिया इसने. अब फिर देखिए आप लोग, इसमें मशीन 2 ने 21 पे ख़त्म कर लिया था 21 आवर्स में, तो यहाँ पे ये 21 पे स्टार्ट कर सकती है जॉब ए, लेकिन ये स्टार्ट नहीं कर सकती तब तक क्योंकि यहाँ पे 22 आवर्स लग रहे हैं जॉब ए को ख़त्म करने में मशीन 1 को, और आधे में आप कोई भी जॉब दूसरे मशीन को नहीं दे सकते हो because it is the procedure. First job A, you can see in the assumptions also और conditions, job A पहले मशीन 1 ख़त्म करेगा फिर वो ट्रांसफ़र करेगा मशीन 2 को. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे भले ही मशीन 1 1 घंटे के लिए खाली बैठा रहेगा, लेकिन जब 22 घंटे पे ख़त्म कर लिया है जॉब A को मशीन 1 में, तब ये यहाँ ट्रांसफ़र होके किसके पास जाएगी? मशीन 2 के पास. ओके, सो यहाँ पे मैंने लिख दिया 22 hours. Okay, and this 22 has taken from here. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जब उसने ख़त्म कर लिया मशीन 1 ने, तो मशीन 1 ने इसको दे दिया, तो 22 आवर्स पे मशीन 2 स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन जॉब ए. ठीक है, एंड हाउ मच टाइम इट टुक टू कंप्लीट दिस वी आर गोइंग टू सी फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन. 2 hours. यू कैन सी इट 2 hours. ठीक है, सो 2 hours 22 पे हमने 2 hours ऐड किए तो ये हो गया 24. 22 प्लस 2, ये 22 मैंने यहाँ लिखा है प्लस 2 फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन, 24 आवर्स. ओके, लास्ट इज सी जॉब. अब मशीन 1 ने ए जॉब खत्म कर ली 22 आवर्स में. ठीक है, सो जैसे ही खत्म कर ली वैसे ही वो कौन सी जॉब पकड़ लेगा? जॉब सी. जैसे ही मशीन 1 ने जॉब ए खत्म कर ली 22 घंटे में, 22 घंटे में इसने क्या स्टार्ट कर ली, जॉब सी। अब कितना टाइम लगा मशीन 1 को जॉब सी खत्म करने में, ये हम क्वेश्चन से देख लेंगे। यू कैन सी 5 आवर्स इट टुक। ठीक है, तो 22 में हमने अगर 5 ऐड कर दिया तो हमारा ये हो गया 27। यू कैन राइट हियर ऑल्सो 22 + 5। ठीक है, दिस इज द एरो आई एम ट्राइंग टू मेक हियर, दिस इज लाइक this 22। okay, so 22 + 5 from question, so it took 27 hours to complete this job। ओके, नाउ अब देखिए इसमें 24 घंटों पे मशीन 2 क्या थी, फ्री हो गई थी। 24 घंटे में जैसी 24 घंटे में मशीन 2 गॉट फ्री। ठीक है, मशीन 2 24 घंटे में फ्री हो गई। ठीक है, ए जॉब खत्म करके बैठ गई। अब ये स्टार्ट तो कर सकती है सी जॉब 24 आवर्स पे, लेकिन 24 आवर्स पे क्या जॉब सी खत्म हुई है मशीन 1 में? नहीं, मशीन 1 ने 27 आवर्स ली हैं जॉब सी को खत्म करने में। तो जब तक जॉब सी मशीन 1 कर रहा है तब तक जॉब सी मशीन 2 नहीं कर सकता। तो 27 पे मशीन 1 ने जॉब सी करना खत्म कर दिया, तो तब हम ये कह सकते हैं कि मशीन 2 के पास 27 में कौन सी जॉब आई, सी जॉब। ओके, जैसे ही आई अब इसने स्टार्ट क्या करना, हाउ मच टाइम इट टुक टू कंप्लीट दिस जॉब सी, जस्ट 1 आवर। सो दिस इज 28। ये 28 हमारा कैसे आया, 27 + 1। 27 मैंने यहां से लिया +1 फ्रॉम क्वेश्चन। ओके, आई एम शोइंग यू दिस होल अगेन। Please understand this again and again by pausing the videos so that you are clear with this concept, how I have taken this. Further, we will continue this question in next video. Okay, now the previous question I'm continuing. Here we left, as you can see, we have made this table. Again, we will copy this table, but I'm not going to write these arrows here or this solve thing. I'm not going to write it. So just make the previous table again. Okay. And here you can write I'm finding the idle time here. So just copy the same table, jobs in sequence, and then machine in and out, machine 1 in and out time, machine 2 in and out time. Just copy the entire table like this. Okay. After copying the table, we will go to our first question. First question said, find the total run time or elapsed time. As you can see, machine B, job B started with machine 1 and all jobs completed till C, and the total time taken by just out completing the production with C job was 28 hours. So total run or elapsed time means how much time required to complete the full job, that is BEDAC. Okay, so this total runtime or elapsed time is 28 hours, the last time which you came with. I've written here, you can see how much time required to complete the full job, that is all these BEDAC. So it is 28 hours. Okay, now we are going to with the second part. Second part is saying find the total idle time. ओके, आइडल टाइम मीन्स जब ये मशीन खाली बैठी थी। आप बहुत ध्यान से देखिएगा इसे। मशीन 1 स्टार्टेड विद 0 ओके इन टाइम एंड आउट टाइम वाज 3 आवर्स। जैसे ही इसने जॉब बी खत्म किया वैसे ही इसने क्या स्टार्ट कर लिया, जॉब ई। तो 3 and 3 पे स्टार्ट हो रहा है, सो वी कैन से नो आइडियल टाइम, नो आइडल टाइम। Same, you can see here, as it completed job E in 11, it started with job D in 11. So again we can see here no idle time. Okay, I'm writing here also 18, it completed job D in 18. ठीक है, उसके बाद सीधे इन्होंने क्या स्टार्ट कर लिया था, with job A. So again here you can see no idle time, no idle, never set idle. Okay, ये खत्म किया 22 पे, जॉब ए खत्म की 22 पे, जॉब ए कंप्लीट की 22 पे, एंड सेम इट स्टार्टेड विद जॉब सी, नो आइडल। Okay, so you can see as machine 1 completed job B, it started with job E. No, there's no time difference. As it completed job E, it started with job D, no idle. As it completed job D, it started with job A, no idle time. As it completed job A, it started with job C, no idle time. Okay, now we will move to, but one thing is very important here. The moment it completed job C, you can say in 27 hours, but here the last time is 28 hours. Okay, so the difference between this out time and this time, there's a difference. You can say 28 minus 27, 1 hour ka difference hai. This 1 hour is the ideal time which machine 1 sat before starting with another series of job. That is, you can see here I have written, just see this part. Machine A 28 hours, last out time of machine 2, 27 a last out time of machine 1. So there's a difference between 1 hour. So this is the only idle time which machine 1 sat. 28 minus 27, 1 hour. Okay, now similarly we'll find for machine 2. Now very important, machine 2 sat idle for how many hours? 3 hours. So we can write here 3 hours, because it cannot start its work until and unless machine 1 completed its work. Okay, सो जैसे ही मशीन 1 ने बी जॉब कंप्लीट की, उसने तब उसको मशीन 2 को भेजा, तो तब तक मशीन 2 3 घंटे के लिए खाली या आइडल थी. ओके, नेक्स्ट यू से 12 पे ख़त्म किया, तो 12 पे इट स्टार्टेड विद ई जॉब. सो यू कैन सी हियर नो आइडल टाइम, नो आइडल टाइम. ओके, इसमें 17 पे ख़त्म कर लिया इसने, लेकिन ई जॉब स्टार्ट किस पे किया? 18 पे. ओके, सो 1 घंटे के लिए हम कह सकते हैं ये आइडल थी मशीन. सो आई एम गोइंग टू राइट हियर 1 आवर आइडल, 1 आवर आइडल. ओके, अगेन 21 पे इट कंप्लीटेड डी जॉब, बट इट स्टार्टेड ए जॉब इन 22 आवर्स. सो अगेन यू कैन सी हियर हाउ idle for 1 hour idle, 1 hour idle. Okay, again it completed job A in 24 hour and started with job C in 27 hour, so it was idle. Again, how many hours idle? I think here 3 hours idle, so we are going to write 3 hours idle. Okay, now we have to just add this 3 plus 1 plus 1, that is 5, plus 3 hours, that is 8. See, machine B 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 3 hours, 8 hours it remain idle. So this is your entire question where you calculated both total elapsed time and you can see it again, and which was 28 hours, and then total ideal time for machine A, last out time of machine 2 and last out time of machine 1. Only this, like 28 hours, last out time of machine 2 and last out time of machine 1. So 1 hour. And this for machine B we have calculated here. 3 hours idle, then no idle, 1 hour idle, 1 hour idle and 3 hours idle. I hope you got the question or the concept. I'm showing you the glimpse of the entire question again. If at any point you are having any doubt or anything you are not able to understand, please do call me and I'll explain it to you. Thank you.